Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It's another wonderful Tuesday. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you for being early to everyone who is early. And I know I saw Judy and Joyce and Joy T and Dawn and Chloe and Sherry and Susan. You guys are fantastic. Welcome in, Sherry. Glad you're here too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't care what everybody else says. I have the best crew here. I have the best, subscriber. You guys are the best. Absolutely the best. And I love it. Can I sit next to you? Yeah, I love that, guys. You guys are fantastic. All right. So we are going to have an interesting discussion tonight. Oh my gosh, Susan, yes. She says that she had a great time at QuiltCon on Saturday. That is so fantastic. I'm so glad. Let me get me back in the camera. Hang on just a second. There we go. Now I'm back in the camera. Don says, love the sheep. Thank you. Thank you. He is done. She is done. Whatever we want to call her. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you're here. She says, hi, Tammy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, if we didn't have enough stuff done, welcome in, Joe. Glad you're here. Hi, Teresa. Yay. Everybody's popping in. Popping in. So, Ba Sheep is done. And I will be pulling it off the wall, and this is going to be the backing for it. Oh, Susan flies back tomorrow. Fantastic. Can't wait. Can't wait. So this is going to be the backing. I am going to have to piece it. It is not wide enough or long enough any one direction. This is a remnant cut off of somebody else's quilt. This was their extra, and it is plenty to do the backing, but I am going to have to piece it, but I'm not going to do that today. It is not happening today. So I'm going to let you guys choose my next project. I am going to do just a quick little sew while you guys are choosing. So, are you ready? Are you ready? I got projects pulled out. So, welcome in, Laura. Glad you're here. Sherry says perfect backing. Thank you. I'm hoping so. I'm kind of shocked that it was a perfect match. Debbie says hello, everyone. She was so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And no, I do not have a hair clip, but I do have a hair tie. So we are going to go with a hair tie. It is really pink. It is very, very, very pink. But the letters on the quilt are also very pink. So it's going to match just fine. So that's what we're going with. It's what I got. Okay. So for our project list of what we can work on, I'm going to let you guys choose. So I've got a couple of long-term options and I have a couple of short-term options. Let's go over the long-term options first. I know Nanette wants me to get into doing the 365 quilt. So that is one of the options that you guys have is going to be the 365 quilt. So the 365 quilt is a free project. You do not have to pay to download any of the patterns, the blocks, all of that. Susan says she's going to be missing Arizona. I bet you are. I bet you are. All right, so my 365 quilt is all in red, white, and black. Some of my reds are brighter than others. Some of them are darker than others. Like this one is. It's kind of hard to see from a distance, but up close it is a basket block. But it's red, white, and black. Welcome in, Mona. Glad you're here. So the 365 quilt has a lot of 3-inch blocks. They have a lot of 6-inch finished blocks. Like that's kind of the deal for the whole quilt. Some of them are fairly easy. Some of them are a little bit harder. Welcome in, Jess. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So the 365 quilt, I started this back in 2017, and I have obviously not finished it. I have a long, long way to go, and I am thinking I will pick this up. This is one option. This is a long-term project. I'm going to have to figure out where I'm at. So I'm not working on it tonight. So it's a long-term project. So this is project option 1 is red, white, and black with a 365 quilt. The other project option, I also haven't gotten very far with it either. It is the Dear Jane quilt. And when you choose to do Dear Jane, you can do it in all kinds of colorways. And I have some kind of layout that I had selected that I was going to do. But all of my fabrics, this one is a purple, a lavender lilac kind of color, and it has a print on there, but it's really hard to see it in this camera. I don't really have a better option. So there's purple, there's green. My background of the Dear Jane quilt is gray. So that was my intention. That was purely intentional. I have my little Dear Jane rulers in here. I pulled out the entire bucket of all of my Dear Jane stuff. Eating sloppy food, good time. Come on, Joy T. You're not living on the wild side, right? So this Dear Jane quilt, I've got some peaches that go in here. This is that green. It's more of an olive green, maybe. It's got some yellows in it, some very bright yellows in it. It's got some creams, and it's got some rose colors in it. And I'm just pulling these out as I can get them pulled out of the box. So I've got rose colors and oranges or yellows. My big supply of gray backing. I mean, the majority of it is all these same kinds of colors. They're all very English cottage colors. And they came from a kit called Window Boxes. Welcome in, Denise. The red, white, and black. Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. It really is fun. So this is the kit fabrics. I apologize. I'm horrible at holding up in front of this camera for some reason. But it's kit fabrics for this quilt that I've repurposed to use for Dear Jane. So we have the Dear Jane pastel and cottage line, and we have the 365, which is red, white, and black. And all of my yardage for this is on my shelves behind my computer. So those are the two long-term options. So you guys get to choose a long-term option. So let me put a poll in the chat. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Start a poll. All right. So we're going to go with the 365 quilts, or we're going to go, or Dear Jane. And let me change these responses so it says those options. And that one is the red and black. It's red, white, and black, but I'm just putting red and black. And then the Dear Jane is cottage pastels. All right, and we are going to let that run. There is now a poll at the top. I love the little sheet quilt. Oh, the pattern. Oh. This pattern. Yeah, I liked it, but it was really super simple and easy. But I really was looking for Dear Jane at the time. That color scheme reminds me of my college colors. The pastels, yeah. I can see that. I can see that as an option. All right, so that's the long-term option. I have a little thing that I'm going to sew up real quick, and then we're going to get to a short term, which you guys are going to see me working on. Oh, the sheep quilt. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Then we're going to get to what the other short-term project options are. And that's what you're going to see me pull out for this upcoming Sunday. So you guys will get to see, you guys get to choose what I'm pulling out first to work on the next few Sundays until it's done before I pull out the next one. If that makes sense. So you guys get to vote. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, the red, white, and black was your college colors? Oh, okay, gotcha. I would have loved to have done that, and I had kind of always wanted to do like a red, white, and black quilt. And then when the option came up to do the 365 quilt, I was like, you know what? That works perfectly. Welcome in, Gladys. Glad you're here. And guys, if you have a channel, you can drop your channel link in there. It's just !selfie, and Nightbot takes care of the rest. Oh, let me move this so you guys aren't only hearing the mic, only hearing the machine. You guys should be able to hear me over the machine, right? That was kind of our plan. That was kind of our plan. So the sheep quilt is coming off the wall tonight, and it's going to go into the next pile of quilt tops. And what I'm putting together now, I don't know if I'm going to put a border on it or not. I think I might just leave it as is. So it probably won't end up with anything extra. You're fine, Joyce. So, welcome in, William. Glad you're here, sir. Okay, so the 365 quilt is the red and black quilt. And then the pastels is the Dear Jane quilt. And that is, you guys are getting to take a stab at what my long-term project is going to be. So that's going to be my next long-term. This is what I'm working on when I'm on a live kind of project. That's going to be a long-term project, so it'll be Tuesday nights. You might see some on Sundays, but it'll mostly be Tuesday nights. And that will be the project that we work on off and on, probably through the rest of the year, because I don't think I can finish either Dear Jane or the 365 without taking most of the year to do it. So I've got other small projects to fill in, but we're ready for a new big project. All right, so we're 50%, say the 365 with the red, white, and black. And if you do not know what a Dear Jane quilt is, you can just go Google Dear Jane real quick. Jolita, don't get me started. I've been cracking up since you're live. Oh, you guys, yeah. I have no idea what I missed, but I knew I was missing something today. Like, I kind of just felt I was missing something today. I did get a lot of rest in and got a little bit recovered from this weekend with the retreat. Thank you to everyone who showed up for a retreat. If you did not show up for a retreat, that's okay. It happens. Life happens. Life gets in the way for all of us. So no worries. Our next retreat is going to be at the end of April. So April 26th and 27th. I may even open it up on Friday, but I don't know yet. We'll see how we're doing closer to then. Easter weekend is the weekend with the oh, you're driving, Miss Daisy, missed it all. Oh, are you talking that you missed all the retreat? Is that what we're looking at? Leona, major day duty. Awesome. Oh, bye, Susan. We'll see you later. I mean, I think we had a good time. I think it was a good retreat this time around too. Like I enjoyed last retreat, but this was a good retreat. Oh, William's asking for help. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we're still sitting at 50%. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check out Liana's video. I have been kind of lurking off and on all day. I haven't been in here getting stuff done like I had wanted to. I didn't get in here till late today, and yeah. If I'm not in here, I'm not watching videos. It's just not happening. Oh, you missed Liana and the retreat. Oh gosh, yeah. That's okay. You got to drive Miss Daisy. That's okay. Sherry enjoyed the retreat. Yes, thank you. I love seeing you there too. You have some cool ideas. You really do. And the dog has picked up his bone, you guys. So I apologize if he gets too loud. Let me know, and we will go kibosh on the bone. We'll put a kibosh on the bone chewing. He will be fine and he will settle. So after the retreat, I did host the live Sunday night. You have the Dear Jane kit, haven't started it yet. Oh gosh. Well, if it's any consolation, I did start my Dear Jane, and for some reason I thought it was going to be a fantastic idea to do it all by hand, and that's where I stalled out. I am not a hand piecer. I have hand pieced a quilt before, but that is not my normal. So I'm really not digging the whole hand piecing thing. Oh yeah, absolutely, Judy. Sherry wants me to do the Dear Jane because she's got to pull hers out too. Yes, he does want to hang out with us. He doesn't realize who mommy's talking to and why he can't hear them. Like that's part of the problem is mommy's talking to somebody and not talking to him. So yeah, that's kind of where he's at. I will have to go catch up. You guys are great at letting me know what all I've missed. Thank you so much. Judy, I am with you. She says, if I can't sew it on a machine, then I'm not doing it. Yeah, no. No, if you can't sew it on a machine, then, I know there's a lot of people who hand sew and hand quilt, and they enjoy it, and they are more than welcome to enjoy it on my behalf. It is not my strong suit. It is definitely not my strong suit. So, after let's see, that's why I haven't started, Chloe. You need the inspiration to get started. Gotcha. Well, I guess I might be doing both of them. Because guys, I'm sitting at 50% for both. There's no tiebreakers yet. Half the crowd is split. And let's see, does it tell me? Only 14 people have voted. So, if you haven't voted, go in there and vote. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, super chats do put you in the drawing coming up in April. So it doesn't get you an extra drawing for the giveaway quilt, which is ready to go on the long arm. It doesn't get you an extra ticket, but it gets you tickets for the extra giveaways. Cottage pastels are so pretty. They are. Oh, yes, I hope so too, Chloe. She says she dropped her sewing machine off to the repair guy so that they can fix it. I messaged my repair guy, and he does not have access to a foot pedal for this machine I picked up. So I don't know where I'm going to find that foot pedal. I'm not in a huge rush, but I would kind of like to find it soon. I know she was struggling with it during the retreat. So after the retreat, I went and got a manicure and pedicure done because I meant to do that. I wanted to do that for myself as a, treat myself kind of thing after I got temperature rings written and published. And things just didn't work out, and I didn't post, I didn't get it done. So 2 months later, I finally went and got my nails done on Monday. And my running joke after I left the salon is because my manicurist was a guy. And so my running joke was that I went and paid a man to make me feel beautiful. My husband didn't seem amused by that, and I don't know why. He knew where I was going. So, he shouldn't have had a problem. I'm just messing with you guys. It was a guy that did my manicure, and that was my running joke, but he didn't have a problem. My husband did not have a problem with it. We're 53% for the 365. Uh-oh. All right, Sherry, you're going to have to start convincing people to join you on Dear Jane. Oh my gosh, it's basically split down the middle. Oh dear. If Mona lost it, I'm going to have to really go watch it now. And I can't watch it like right now. Oh no. Chloe says that they don't make parts for her machine anymore. Not cool. Not cool. I will be crossing my fingers that it's fixable without needing parts. But yeah, so super chats, guys. You can always put a super chat in if you want to do that. Jess wants to make the 365. Okay. Now I am not redoing any of my blocks. So any of the blocks I got done, I'm not going back and redoing them. So you guys are just going to have to catch up. Just saying. Dear Jane, I haven't done any of them. Apparently, Jess started it once upon a time. In a land far, far away. Or is that a galaxy far, far away? Joy T wants to know, what is the name of your machine, Chloe? Right? Chloe's machine? Chloe's machine? If it's my machine, just let me know. The one that I'm looking for the foot pedal? Yeah. I got the email, though. I got the email. All right, I got 2 more seams to sew, and then you guys get to see this, and then I will close the poll. So whatever the votes are at, it's a baby lock quest. Husband said it may be the time. Oh, that would be good. It could be a galaxy far, once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away. Oh. I started the 365 back in 2017, and I have not touched it since. So that makes that project 8 years old. Now, with that being said, oh no, maybe I started it earlier than that. I wonder. No, I don't know. I think I did start it in 2017 though. So that would make that project 8 years old. The Dear Jane is older than that. The Dear Jane is older than the 365. Judy says that she's in the same boat with her embroidery machines. She'll have to get a new one when they die. Oh, that stinks. I hate that. I really wish that, we didn't have to replace, our beautiful machines just because we used them. Sherry says, come on, ladies, give this girl a break. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. Well, don't worry, Sherry. If I don't do 365 this year, I'll be doing 365 next year. Or, sorry, if I don't do Dear Jane this year, I'll be doing Dear Jane next year. Thank you, Ray Ann. She says, I love your sheep. Thank you. I finally finished putting the borders on earlier today. I got the borders cut Monday and got the borders put on today. That's the only thing I've really done today. Joey T's asking Chloe what machine she get if she has to get a new one. Oh, okay. Chloe bought a Janome Memory Craft years ago. She thought she would try machine embroidery. Machine embroidery is fun, but it is also another expensive hobby. As if quilting isn't expensive enough as it is, embroidery can be just as expensive, if not more. So, Sherry says she'll be waiting. Perfect. Yeah, I will be doing this, dear Jane. These fabrics are not going to any other project. They are not getting reverted or anything like that. Now, I do have the EQ expansion for Dear Jane. So I can take the Dear Jane blocks and put them in a quilt on my own. Jess is lurking. She has to work on schedules. I understand. You're good. You're good. I understand. So I will be doing Dear Jane one way or the other. There's like nothing that's going to sway me from doing Dear Jane. It's just, when am I doing Dear Jane? Oh Lord, everybody. My pup has decided that he is using my ironing board leg as his brace for his bone, so he's going to get louder. He is determined to join the party. And then you guys get to see what I did with this. I will press it out later. I'm not going to worry about pressing it out tonight. But I will press it, but it won't be tonight. Or not on the live. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not super worried about it. This is going to be a table runner because that's all that these blocks are big enough to make, is a table runner. So yeah, that's what this is that I'm sewing. And I didn't have to sew any of these blocks. Well, I sewed the blocks, but I didn't have to make any of the quarters of these blocks. They came to me made. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close the poll because I have finished. Okay, so we are looking at the 365 quilt was the choice. Okay, so starting this Sunday, I will show you guys where I am at with the 365 quilt. If this is a project that you want to join in on, if you have not done so already, if you've never done a 365 quilt, you've never heard of it, nothing like that, let me get you guys the link to it. It is by Catherine Kerr, Kerr. And I don't know why the picture's not displaying on my page, but it's fine. You do have to sign up. You don't get access to them unless you sign up. So there is a link if you guys want that. And let me also, I'm going to go ahead and go drop it into the description box. So if you guys are watching this on replay, let's see, selected quilt is the 365 quilt project. And all right, so now that is in the description box as well. So starting this Sunday, you guys will start seeing me pull out different blocks and pieces to work on for the 365 quilt. And we will be catching up. So I do have through mid-March done, I believe. But I will figure out where we're at. We'll lay all of these out. All of these will get laid out. We'll see where we're at and see what we need to do. So let me put this Dear Jane up and put it out of the way because, again, it is a huge project. And let me get the rulers too to put back in there. If you buy the Dear Jane book, they do come with their own set of rulers. There's this one that is a square, and then there is this one that is a wedge. a wedge ruler. Okay. For the 365, it is a free pattern. Yes, absolutely. There is no charge. You just go sign up and then you can start downloading your blocks. And it doesn't matter if you're not actually. So you can do this one of two ways. You can, because we're not starting before January, you can download all of your blocks and start at January 1 and start working to catch up. Or you can start whatever day we're on and or whatever day you get your fabrics gathered up and you get ready to get going. You can make this as scrappy as you want. You can choose whatever day you want to get started on and then fill in the days you've missed as you go. When you have more time to work on it one day, then fill in. Or let's say you start now and you don't go back and catch January through like February 24th, then what would end up happening is when you get to December 31st, you're not finishing your quilt. You're going to keep making your blocks through February 24th and then you finish your quilt. So it is 100% free. There is no charge for it. So it is a fantastic project to work on because you don't have to worry about spending any money on that. But again, you absolutely can do this without spending any extra money aside from your normal thread and fabric, expenditures. So whatever fabrics you want to pull out, that's what you pull out. Okay, so here's the table runner that I just put together. This was hanging on my wall the other day, and I just took it off the wall. So it's fairly long. It doesn't show up very well. There we go. Because I got extra cameras. So it is more these colors. Like these are more accurate colors. But so this is going to be a table runner. So both of these are now done. Okay. So I'm going to go and take this down. And I got asked about this the other day. My design wall is flannel. Okay. So I don't have to pin anything on it. But I do when I have something heavy like this quilt, because the moment I turn my fan on, it's going to blow it around and it's going to come off the wall. Work great for a dresser. Oh yeah, it would. Denise says it would be a stunning whole quilt. It would be. It was a free to good home. These are what they already had done project. So I don't have access to any more of those exact fabrics. So I wasn't going to go out and go find and spend the money on them. And they were cut with an Aki quilt die that I do not have. So I wasn't going to worry about template cutting, all of that. Chloe says, I see. I don't want to add machine embroidery to my hobbies. I have enough hobbies too, but I do have machine embroidery in there. So yeah. All right. So we have 3 short-term projects to pull through. Okay. This first one, I'm going to show. This is from Walmart, guys. This is from Walmart. I have this bag already made. What is the name? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Give me a second. I'll put it back in front of the camera over here so you guys can just look it up and try to figure it out. So my short-term project, this is a sewing kit. It's called a weekender bag. This is more like a shopping tote, guys. I do already have one of these made. And it comes with all of the fabrics you need. And it comes with some printed interfacing. So you line everything up on the interfacing. and stitch on the lines and cut on the lines and fold on the lines. Yeah, this was a kit years ago. I made this before I moved up here to Wyoming. My other one that I made before I moved to Wyoming, and I bought this also when I was still in Alabama. So I do not know. I haven't seen anything like this since then. This is a June Taylor product. So they may still offer it somewhere. The sew along videos are pretty rough. They're not very helpful. So I have made it once, but I would have to like read through the instructions to make it again. But I have it. So that's one short-term project. And let me put this table runner in front of the camera so you guys can look up this block. There we go. And so each one of these quarters is what was given to me. So it already, like this green fabric was already pieced with these two cream fabrics here. And like this piece here, this pieced section was cut and pieced to these two. So basically what I did is I selected how I wanted to lay them out and then put them on the wall and figured out how I wanted to lay them out. But they are cut with an AccuQuilt. I know that much. It's kind of a telltale. All right, bear with me, guys. My husband made it safely work to his destination, so we're good. Okay. So the other two options, short-term projects, guys. Remember, short-term projects. All right, this I'm trying to think of how old this is. This is older than Dear Jane. So we're talking probably about 15 years old, I think. So none of these fabrics are available for purchase now. So it is whatever I have. Oh, you know what? This may not even be. This will be a border and finish it project. I will have to find border fabric, so this may not even be an option. This was an early attempt at an Irish chain, and I grossly miscalculated my fabric requirements for this, and none of my points match. There's sections of it that's really, really stretched out. So do you guys want me to, this will be probably next week, maybe. So I can work on the bag that's underneath here, or I can work on the other project. Jess says that she's working on videos, and then she's going to going to work on the orange peel quilt. Awesome. All right. These. Let me see. Are these all okay? These are sewn all the way around. This was started with Bargello. Let me see if this is part of the Bargello. It looks like it. Yeah, this looks like it was part of the Bargello. Great grunge. Yes, a grunge border probably would work for it. Make it like a couch quilt or something. Joy T says work on the bag. Okay. That works. I'm trying to see. Yeah, this is really, really odd sizing. So I don't know what I was planning with this originally. Let me see if this is no, this is still, okay. Hang on. What do I have here? Do I just have Bargello? Or is this... Guys, I have no idea what this project is. It is a lot of strip sets. It is a lot of strip sets. Judy says work on the bag as well. I think I probably will. It does kind of look like Hattie's Choice, but it isn't. Because I did a Hattie's Choice. You know what? I might pull out my Hattie's Choice and look at it. Because I do have Hattie's Choice. Alright. So this is some kind of Bargello or something. I have no idea what it is. It is all the same fabrics. Yeah, you're right, Joy T. It is all the same fabrics. Some of them are sewn into tubes. Some of them aren't. I think I'm going to have to do just some kind of improv quilt with all of this. I think that's what this is going to end up having to be. Okay. So that's another day project. I have no idea. You know what? I wonder, cause it does look like Hattie's Choice. Hang on. I have a picture of my Hattie's Choice that I did. I feel like it's missing something to be Hattie's Choice, but bear with me. I do have a picture of the Hattie's Choice quilt that I did. Let's see, because I did 2 of them. So it's going to feel very familiar. Let's see. That's that quilt, which was after the Hattie's Choice quilts. But they should be in here. There's one of them. No, it is not Hattie's Choice from AccuQuilt. So the difference between this and a Hattie's Choice is these are not. This would be a diamond here. And there'd be 2 triangles here. Yeah, it's definitely missing some pieces. Do I have a strip tube ruler? Nope, I do not. It is a mystery quilt, Judy. You're absolutely right. So for the blue and the Irish chain that's on the wall, I do have some fabrics left over. It's not enough to make another whole block. So I do have some that I can use to help finish out the quilt. So that's kind of good. So that will be a project probably for this upcoming Sunday, maybe? No, we did 365. So 365 is a Sunday. This will be another Tuesday night. If I don't get it done before then, now that I've seen it. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Oh. So I gotta know. If you went, well, I don't see anybody in the chat that I know went to QuiltCon. Because everybody that I know that went to QuiltCon, yeah, I don't see anybody that I recognize that went to QuiltCon. Okay, so for those of you who have seen QuiltCon videos from other content creators, tell me who your favorite one is. I want to know what if you had to watch a content creator's video from QuiltCon or of QuiltCon, let me know. Welcome in, Pam. She says, my goodness, chat is long. Yes. Absolutely, Chloe. Oh, Laura went. Oh, that's right. Okay, so for everybody who didn't get to go, if you've watched content about QuiltCon on other content creators, tell me who you watched it on and like who was your favorite. Like I know like a lot of content creators watched. Joy T says Mac from MA Culture Crafting. Okay. All right, that works. Welcome in, Lana. Glad you're here. I've pulled things down off the wall already. Chloe hasn't watched any of them. I haven't either. That's why I want to know who I should be watching. Who should I be watching? All right, let's see what we're looking at. So I'll lay some of these out so you guys can look at them. And they are starched, guys. They stand up on their own. They're not as starched as some of my other projects, but I've been starching for a little bit. Oh, there's one that's got some different colors in it. This one was a fairly easy block. Let's see. Let me move some of them over. Yeah, we'll do that. That way I got room to iron. Tiffany shared a lot of quilts. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I haven't watched her videos either. Just watched Sister Chicks. Laura says she went, but she's been watching all the videos too. Okay, so Judy, out of all of those, whose was your favorite? You're fine, Pam. I totally get it. When I am packing and moving, because I did that like 9 times in 7 years, I completely understand. Completely understand. Okay, so this is not, it does not look like it's fusible at all. All right, so cut on solid line, side, center, center, side. That all looks familiar. Cut it along solid line. That's the bottom of the bag. And yeah, it does not look like it has, there's no, all right. Because you guys can't copy it because you don't have it to copy. I don't know how well you can see it. So there's just lines on here, but there's no fusible on it. So I think that might have been part of my problem with it. Lana had a busy day, came back to mom's, made supper, ate, and had to take a nap. Oh, hey, you need a nap. You need a nap. All right, so Jess, whose was yours favorite? Because you watched Sister Chicks and Ian. Who was your favorite? All right. Let's see. 3 20-inch by 42-inch pieces of fabric. Okay, so just over half a yard. Can't say really. I think they were all good and showed the same. Dye got different shoppers, which was neat. Okay, like different different vendors. Because I love watching the vendors. I love watching vendors. Lana Lana, yeah, take care of yourself. You should not be getting heat exhaustion. Not cool. Not cool. All right. So we're going to make sure that these fabrics are big enough. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm unfolding. All right, so this is 3 half-yard cuts. And let's see. Yeah, that works. They're 3 half-yard cuts. No people watching. Oh, okay. Welcome in, Andrea. Glad you're here. Laura's been lurking tonight. No worries. Not in February's anyway. Yeah. Pal, could you please stop? No. Settle. Let me have it. Hey. You want some? All right. I will bribe you. Bring it. Nope. Bring it. The things he will give up in order to get a treat. Oh, goodness. Could you sit, please? Come here. All right. We have satisfied the dog for a little bit. So maybe he will settle. Preferably without pulling my microphone cord out. Okay. I know, y'all don't come here to hear me rant on a Tuesday. All right. These are going to move away so I can get to more of my ironing board. So I have 3 fabrics. Okay, I've got this blue kind of paisley print looking fabric. I've got this red, blue, and white and cream floral print. And I've got this red, it says wild crimson. That's the line. Or no, that's the full fabric. The blue fabric is copyright 2019. The red is copyright 2020. And this one is copyright 2020. So, Judy says that hers are finally quiet, so she's not complaining. Yours wake you up regularly. Mine doesn't tend to wake me up that much. I don't know how far we'll get with the bag, but we're going to get started on it. That's at least what we're going to do is we're going to get started. And I'm going to see, we're at least going to make some choices with it. Let's put it that way. We'll at least make some choices tonight. You guys want to learn live tonight? Denise says we'll be driving listening mode only for an hour. Okay. That works. That works. So, do you guys want a long live tonight? You tell me. You tell me. Do you want to hang out for a while tonight? Or do you want to keep to our normal, shorter live tonight? You guys tell me. How do you like my purple iron? I still get happy about the purple iron, guys. I still get very, very happy about a purple iron. Oh my gosh. He has 2 of these bones that he likes. He went and found the other one because I took the first one away. Oh my goodness. Chloe says that she will hang out. Sounds good. Okay, so we will work on trying to get this done then. I don't normally do a long live on Tuesdays, but I do not have any obligations to go anywhere, do anything, or be presentable for anyone else but you guys. So, Lana crocheted a gnome. She found ice to complete. Oh, good. And Sherry's up for whatever. She'll be here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I wish I knew where this bag was. I think it's actually in the closet. I should have pulled it out when I pulled the kit out. Oh, gluing triangles for the kaleidoscope quilt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Andrea says it doesn't matter to her. She's sewing while she's here, so won't be chatting much, but she is here. Oh, that's fine with me. I have not made this since being in Alabama, so I really have not made it. I have not done this in a really long time. I am thinking that this bag will end up being a giveaway, possibly. Because I don't really need any more bags. I've got quite a few. So I don't need any more. But I have it, so it needs to be made or needs to be done something with. So that's what we're doing. Welcome in, Jennifer. She says, hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, Lana's close to finishing a Zentangle. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, pal. You're going to be the death of me, child. He's determined. Rayanne will be here as well. She's working on cutting up scraps for a scrappy star quilt. Awesome. So I actually, Joey says, oh yes, love giveaways, right? Welcome in, Terry. She says, hi, Tammy, everyone. Lovely evening. Thank you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Oh, good question, Sherry. She's asking Andrea, what are you sewing tonight, Andrea? That is the question from Sherry. What are you sewing tonight? So if you guys can see my blue and clear scrap boxes up top, I've got 4 of them total. The one up top, all the way up there, that one is already pressed and all of that. This bottom one here has now been pressed, and I've added more scraps to it. I went through it and was pulling out batik fabrics as I was going. I am going to finish that arrow quilt. I don't know when, but I will be finishing it. I definitely got to get some quilting time in though. That's going to be my project tomorrow, is spending time quilting. I will probably press the quilt top and the backing and get them ready to load, and then I'll reset up my long arm with the thread I'm going to use. I haven't decided what thread I'm using yet for it, so that's another hiccup with it. Andrea's working on her new 9-patch units for Kathy's sew along. Is that Kathy's Quilts and Crafts? Or no, Katie's. I'm sorry, Katie's. Katie Greenland Quilter. I figured it out. um, I I haven't done any sew-alongs with anyone else yet. This weekend or this Saturday is Quilts of Valor. They never end, Andrea, says Sherry. Is it a fat quarter shot pattern? So is Chloe's ask. Is the pattern that Katie's working on, those 9 patches are for, is that a fat quarter shot pattern? It probably is. Katie does a lot of fat quarter shot patterns. She's a good ambassador for fat quarter shot. that is her a go-to that I've seen a lot from her. So, I do have my gemstone double wedding ring quilt works ready to press and start on. And so yeah, you guys will start seeing me filter out some projects that we've had for a while. You guys are going to start seeing those come up and get finished. So I am still working on some of my older projects too. It's a pattern Katie came up with. Oh, cool. That's very cool, Andrea. I haven't been able to catch her channel. I haven't been able to catch much of anyone's channel. I am going to be on with Katie this Friday. I believe 2:30 my time. Don't quote me on that. I am a little sketchy on what I've written down and whether or not I wrote down the correct information. So we'll see, because I don't remember. I don't honestly remember. Okay. So you needed the 1 printed bag stabilizer, which is what I've got. You need your sewing machine. They recommend it. You need general sewing supplies and an iron and ironing surface. Do not iron directly on the stabilizer. Set iron at medium and wool setting for ironing on fabric when layered with stabilizer. Leave a 1-inch margin on all sides of the stabilizer. Fabric A, B, and C. Okay, center of the bag is going to be, I'm trying to remember which one is which. Because I did forget that they had you cutting stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. Alright. Center of the bag, bag lining, center of bag lining, top edge, and sides of bags. Sides of bag and straps. Alright. So now I gotta decide what color order we're doing this in. So when I did the last bag, this is the majority of my bag. I think this is A. I think this was the sides and the straps, which is C. And this was the interior, which is B. I think that's what I did. So I think I want to do the bag mainly out of this fabric this time. This light print. And then the bag lining, I think I want to do with, if you chose the white print as your main part of your bag, welcome in, Katie, glad you're here. If you chose the light color as your bag, would you rather see the red as your binding and then the blue as the sides of the bag and the straps? Or would you rather see the red as the sides of the bags and straps? Do you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion? Lining out of the orange. Okay, so this one, it's actually a red. So the lining out of the red. Okay. We can do that. All right. I gotta cut this out. It says cut it about 1 inch outside, and let me grab my scissors. I was looking to see if I had a good pair of scissors handy, and they are all put up. Red inside and straps. Okay. All right, so the red I think is going to go inside this time. I don't know what order I did it in last time, but that's what we'll do it that way. We'll do it that way and see what it ends up looking like after it's all said and done. Now I will say this bag, when I washed the previous one, I'm not real sure how thrilled I am with the way it washes because of the stabilizer. But without the stabilizer, it would be really, really thin. So we're going to use the stabilizer anyway. You're so funny, Lana. It's like red, orange. I'd still put it as the lining accent in blue. I know. I gotta give you a hard time. If I don't give you a hard time, I gotta give somebody else a hard time. So it's. Are you taking one for the team? Is that what we're doing? All right. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy cutting board, cutting mat. I already have a rotary cutter handy. Get my instructions out of my way. And we are going to cheat. I am putting this mat underneath my presser foot. I know you guys can't see that, but it is going there. It is going under my presser foot. Because I need the table space. My feed dogs are down, so it's not scratching the back. Lana says she'll take it. You're wanting the finished bag, is what you're saying. You got to win it, or you're in it to win it. Is that what we're saying? All right, let's see. Oh. Ruler, kind of. Rotary cutter and fabric. All right. So the center of the bag, and it's why do they do this? They give you 42 inches and the majority of it is cut 37. I don't know. We will cut what we can afford, what we can handle cutting. That's what we're going with because we're not stressing tonight. We're not. This is playing with fabric. This is having some fun. That's what we're doing. Judy's, you're so funny. She says, Lana, that's what happens when we sit in the front row. She sees us and picks on us, and I want that back. Yeah, Teresa says blue handles as well. Yep, that's how everybody else is saying it too. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So this is gonna be the main part of the bag, and then it's going to be blue straps and blue sides, and goodness gracious, it's slippery fabric. It doesn't want to lay flat for me. All right, so I've got to cut one piece that's 11 inches and two that are 4 inches. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Yes, we can. If you made main color in dark purple, I'd fight the team for it. Well, I'm not putting more fabric into it. This is what came with it. And I think the label on it said that it was $5, but I think I only paid like $2 or $3 for it. So I'm not going to be mad that I didn't pay that much for it. So we're gonna go with I didn't pay much for it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think. Okay, 24 to 13. Yes. I do not have the mat the right direction. So I'm having to calculate based off of what's on the mat versus what what numbers I actually can read. Oh, Lana's giving it to Judy this time. Y'all are so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. All right, so this one I've got to retrim here in just, well, I can go ahead and trim it here. It's like I got to retrim it here in just a minute to square up this other side, but I can lay it down and do it this way. We can make it work. We can make it work. I wish that there was like a different pattern for this bag other than this pattern. It's not my absolute favorite. I don't know, I don't remember if I bought both bags at the same time or what the deal was, but I definitely don't need another one. Autocorrect is back to needing grammar police. I barely wake and it's already picking on me. I can't help you with that one. Cannot help you with that one. All right, so I gotta cut 2 4-inch pieces. And Sherry's laughing because of the autocorrect. Oh, you guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. Quick question: if I'm straight line quilting with Minky, should I the feed dogs up or down? Straight line quilting, you have the feed dogs up. You quilt with your walking foot. You definitely need your walking foot on there for quilting with Minky. But you definitely have the feed dogs up. You only put the feed dogs down if you're free motion quilting. But straight line quilting, you need your walking foot, and now, that's going to be based off of the way you're quilting. So you're quilting with a walking foot if you're straight line quilting. Unless you're using a ruler then and doing free motion, then you have the feed dogs up. Oh, Judy, you're so funny. She says, okay, I'll take it. Add it to the rest of my bags. I'd be a styling bag lady. Oh, I'm going to have to separate you two now, aren't I? So I'm planning the Christmas party with a lady that everybody tells us that we oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. Oh no, walking foot, that is out. Okay. So you don't have the walking foot. Okay. You could probably pin a whole heck of a lot. That would be how I would do it if you're going to straight line without free motion. If you're going to free motion the straight lines, then your feed dogs are down. Do you have a free motion foot for that machine? Because that would be the next question. Oh, Lonnie, you're so funny. All right, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rotate my cutting mat so I have the numbers the right direction. All of my stuff fits on this little bitty table, but it probably shouldn't. Lana says she's going to go stick her nose in the corner for getting in trouble. No, sir, thank you. We have scrap. Chloe says she might have it. She's never used this machine. Yeah. Check and see. Now, if you didn't send it to the shop, if you didn't send the walking foot to the shop with your other machine, your walking foot from your other machine, you can always see if it fits this machine. Some of them will, some of them won't. Might be worth getting a walking foot. Yeah, absolutely. And just don't go sticking it in Leanna's suitcase. I did hear about something happening. So I'm wondering if what I'm thinking happened is what you guys are talking about. It probably is, so don't spoil it for me because I'm going to have to go watch it. But, oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Hang on just a second. I didn't want to turn you guys' Amazon devices on. I think of you guys. Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, you have it. Awesome. Oh, your husband has used it. Oh, that's fantastic. That's so fantastic. All right. I don't remember what she just told me, so bear with me. I have to watch the video. I plan to.
7 divided by 2 is 18.5.
All right, so 18.5 is what I need to remember. That was what I couldn't remember 5 seconds later. Yeah, so to be honest, I really don't like walking foot quilting um, with Minky, but if that's the choice that's been made, you definitely need the walking foot for it. It's just too slick to do it without it. All right. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, so it's whatever it is has something to do with Liana's suitcase. Um, so I think I do know what we're talking about, but I'm still going to watch the videos. You're very welcome, Chloe. You're very welcome. All right, so guess what? I have scrap. And I'm going to have a bigger piece of scrap here in just a minute. Go put your nose in the corner, autocorrect. All right, so we have the sides of the bag, or bag lining sides. All right. This is a lot harder than I remember it being. Oh. Do you ever get that project that just, you don't know why, but you just don't ever get around to doing it? And then when you start working on it, then you remember why? What is easier, free motion with a ruler or a walking foot? I free motion a lot with a ruler. I don't have the artistic skills to free motion without the ruler. So I free motion with a ruler on almost everything. Minky, if you can walking foot quilt it and you're happy with it, then do that. It's going to be simpler, I'll put it that way. But if you want any fancy designs, then free motion is the way to go. But that's entirely up to you. I've got quite a bit of experience now. Not saying I'm a pro, but I've got quite a bit of experience now with free motion with ruler, thanks to my long arm. So that's why I say that's easier, because it's easier for me. But that doesn't mean that it will necessarily be easier for you. All right, let's see. Center of bag lining and top edge binding. That was going to be the red. Okay. So I need. Okay. Chloe says simple works for me. Right. Right. I'm with you on that. Simple is frequently better. Joe. She's like Minky fabric. peering through the peering through the fingers. I have a quilt that's going to have, I have two quilts that are going to have Minky. One is that baby quilt that I just finished that you guys saw up on the wall when I started the live. And the other one is one that you guys have not seen in a really, really long time, if I've shown it at all. I don't know if I have, but if I have, it's been a while. It's been a while. All right, so this one's also an 11. Lana free motions without a ruler, but she's purchased the quilting rulers to learn that. She rather likes the quilting with walking foot, though. Yeah. See, I can quilt with a walking foot just fine, but I quilt so much faster with free motion and with rulers. I can whip out waves and stars and straight lines, and I can stitch in the ditch with a ruler. Like, I can do all of that with a ruler so much faster than I could do with a walking foot. It would take me 3 times as long with a walking foot. But that's me. That's the way I quilt. If I did not have the long arm, I would still be putting the stitch regulator on this machine and quilting free motion with this machine. It would not, the stitch regulator for this machine does not work well with rulers, unless they've added a foot to it. So I don't know how it would work for it, but you know, I'd play with it. I'd see what I could do. I'd figure something out. Lana says, I totally lost my mind, but I blame those three brothers in Vegas. She has 46 yards of minky. Oh my goodness. I will agree with you. Where is your brain? Or where did your brain go? Where did your brain go? Do you guys remember Yahoo chats back in the day? I'm gonna really date myself. Welcome in, Cynthia. Glad you're here. Good to see you again. The they had this one thing on there, and it was a little GIF, a precursor to the current GIF. It was a little character, and it the one that I'm thinking of specifically was a guy, and he came on like a news reporter, and he said, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your brain is?" I feel like that so many days. So many days. All right, so this one stays 42, so I don't have to cut it down. I have scrap. I have a fairly big piece of scrap. Hi Ed, welcome in. Have I been to Mardi Gras? I have not. My husband has. He used to live in New Orleans. I have not gotten the pleasure of going to Mardi Gras. I will eventually get there one of these days. But I'm definitely going to need a service dog and an armed bodyguard with me. Like, I already know that the crowds are going to be insane. So I will need that if I go. But no, I have not gotten the chance to go. My husband does all my decorating, so I don't worry about it. Lana, Nightbot got you. Nightbot says, holy cow, stop spamming emotes. Oh my goodness. Sherry says, I like the way Minky looks quilted. If you have to piece it, Nap needs... Yes, absolutely it does. Nap does need to run the same direction. Now, a little thing to add to that, when you piece Minky, if you have a stretch stitch on your machine, it looks like a little lightning bolt. It's not a straight zigzag, and it's not a straight, regular straight stitch or triple stitch or anything like that. But the stretch stitch, if you can stitch your Minky together with the stretch stitch, when you go to have the stretch of the Minky, like, because Minky is going to stretch a little bit when you're layering it and all of that other. When you go to stretch it, it will stretch the same direction as the Minky itself. And that's the best way to do the stitching together of the pieces. Judy says, oh my Lana, what did you do? She's not sitting next to you in the front row anymore, Lana. Oh. And Lana was crying too hard because she's laughing too hard. Oh. Y'all are so funny. Nightbot is Judy's fault. No, it's not Judy's fault. Judy says she led Lana down the wrong road. And Joe's jumping on the blame Judy train. Oh my goodness, guys. Be kind. That is the one rule here. You guys gotta be kind. You gotta be kind. Don't make me put you in timeout. I'm not going to. You guys are cool. You guys are cool. You guys put up with me. That in and of itself wins brownie points. If you're putting up with me, you win brownie points. And what's really funny about this, with me having scrap left over, this means that I probably have scrap left over from the first bag. So now I can start looking through my scraps when I go through it to see where I can find it. Welcome in, Linda. She's been looking and took a cat nap. Now she's trying to put rows together to have another top to put in the pile to quilt. Oh my goodness. So I now have 2 as of tonight to add to my quilt top pile. I did not need to be adding more quilts to my quilt top pile. I did not need to be adding them. I need to be quilting the quilts that I've got already, ready to go. So, I did pull the top quilt off of there because it is now over in my chair waiting for my long arm. So, all right, so this is the bag interior. That's what this is. All right, now 2 4-inch and 3 straps. Okay, we can handle that. This doesn't seem to have a pocket. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. Oh my gosh, Lana. Uh, we get together in person and we'll be in big trouble. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I dropped it off yesterday, Cynthia. She's asking if I dropped the heart quilt off. Yep, I dropped it off yesterday. She's very, very happy. And she has already got the kit listed. On my short, I did a short yesterday, and I also did a community tab post or community post that has the link to where you can go shop her shop. And it is full happy heart, and the kit is $39.99, I believe. That's what she's got it priced at. So she does have those kits available, and she does ship. I did not ask if she ships internationally, but I could always ask her if you guys need me to look at that. Sherry says, at least you're saying right. Let's see. What did Joe not do? What did we do? We had a question. All right. Oh my goodness. Today's been and yes. Monday and Wednesday all in one. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, Sherry, it is a fantastic price. When I saw what she was listing it at, I'm like, are you serious? That's all? It's not a bad price at all for that kit. And they're great quality fabrics. You do have some left over when you're done. And it really went together so well. Oh, that's fine, Katie. She's off to make pancakes for a midnight snack for Nikolai. Joe, Lana, and I are going to put you down for our get out of jail Put me down? Oh, no. Oh, Judy says that, Lana and she are going to put Joe down as her emergency contact to get out of jail. Okay. I think I'm up on the lingo. Joe, she's like, oh, Judy, are you sure I'm the best contact? Well, if you answer your phone 9 times out of 10, you're probably the best contact. There are so many people these days that do not answer their phones. My husband is one of them. So, all right, 2 4-inch ones. All right. You have run them help us. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. I am not part of this planning committee. I did not sign off on these plans. I know nothing of what is going on, and there is no conspiracy because I know nothing. I am Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. For anybody who remembers that show, I know nothing. I see nothing. I am the innocent in all of this. I'm not a bumbling idiot, but I see nothing. I know nothing. I watched that show growing up. I watch that show all the time. You guys didn't get to hear about my late night escapades last night. Was that last night? Yeah, that was last night. Lana loved Schultz. Yes, Schultz was funny. Hubby would come in handy for sure, but he would Oh yeah, mine would too. Mine would get us into lots and lots more trouble, and then he'd laugh at us and help us. Oh, good night, Jess. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, welcome in, Joan. Yes, Hogan's Heroes. Yes. Gosh, I loved that show. Yeah. Okay, so Cynthia says, do tell. So, what happened is I went to my quilt group and it was an open sew night. So, I just took the things that I was going to work on. And I don't like to leave my phone anywhere if I'm going to like the restroom or, going to start the car, remote start the car. I don't leave my phone anywhere. I take it with me. Well, I took it with me to the restroom, as we do. And the only people in the building are me, this one lady, and the cleaning guy. Because there's a guy in there cleaning. He's like vacuuming, and I guess he's gonna like wipe down bathroom counters and like all of the normal cleaning person stuff. All the things that you would do as a cleaning person. So he's in there, he's vacuuming, but he's not in the restroom, okay? But I stop by the restroom, I use the restroom, and the lady and I leave at the same time. We kind of have a policy that nobody leaves by themselves. You don't want somebody accidentally um, um, like falling in the parking lot and then nobody's there to call 911. Like you want people to be there, right? Um so this says cut 3. Oh, there's barely going to be 3. Oops. So we're going to fix that on the uptake. I will fix it. So I go to the restroom, come back from the restroom, and did not check to make sure I brought my phone back. And she and I both grab our things, and I mean, this was the last thing I needed to do, before I left was go use the restroom. I left my phone. So she and I leave. She and I get in our vehicles. She drives off, and I'm checking for all of my stuff. And that's when I realized I left my phone. Well, the doors lock to this building, so there is no getting back in. Well, a lot of our ladies in the group are older, and some have trouble walking. Some need, walking assistance, things like that. Um, I right, Chloe. She says she was spoiled by her baby lock. Yep. Um, so I'm in my car and realize I don't have my phone, and you can't get back in. There's no re-entry. Once you leave, you're out. But I remembered that there was a cleaning person. So I pulled the car up and blocked the front door so that if, somebody went to leave, they would see my vehicle there and realize that there's somebody still in the building. So maybe they'd come and check. And then I went around the back of the building to go knock on the wall or knock on the window to get somebody's attention. And he was vacuuming, so he couldn't hear the window. He couldn't hear me beating on the window trying to get his attention. So I was outside for probably a good 20 minutes trying to get the cleaning gentleman's attention. I did finally get his attention, managed to get his attention to open a door to let me in. And I think he thought I wanted to use his phone at first. I said, no, I just need to go get my phone. I left it in the restroom. Sure enough, it was right where I'd left it. It was on the counter in the restroom. So yeah, I had a whole fiasco last night. Oh. Yeah, no, the ladies in the group are good ladies. Um, some of them are, this is the only time that they get out, is getting out to quilt group. So sometimes, because they haven't been out all day and this is evening when we're leaving, it's a whole deal. Welcome in, Kathy. She says hello, everyone. Glad you are here. Glad you're here. I am just going to trim off my selvages on my strap pieces. And then we're going to see what I got to do. Sherry says, that's not fun to No. Oh, Kathy, she says she has no sound. Oh, no. I have sound. Everybody else seems to be able to hear me. Maybe it's YouTube playing tricks on us tonight. Maybe the YouTube bug has finally struck tonight. That's probably what it is YouTube bug has finally struck. It's been a day. It's been a day. Well, it says, Kathy, turn up the volume. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. If it's not my internet, it's yours. We're just going to go with that. Oh. All right. So the straps are going to be blue. It is as tight as it goes, doing all the checks. Oh, the grandbaby loves to play on the keyboard. Yes. All of them do. All the grandbabies love to play on keyboards. It's fun. It makes a unique noise. It makes a very unique noise. Oh. You're fine, Lana. She says that we'll have to forgive her in advance. She got heat exhausted, took a nap, and not fully awake. She's in rare form. Well, I mean, the funny thing is, I'm sitting there going, well, William and Jess are going to be expecting me to be over at William's channel and be on his live, but I can't message her and tell her. Okay, so to add to it, if that wasn't bad enough, I have the thing on my phone to locate my thing on my watch to locate my phone, right? It's kind of like find my iPhone kind of thing. It's Samsung, but same thing, same basic concept. So, so I'm like doing the locate my phone thing from my watch to make sure I am truly missing it. And it tells me it located my phone and that it's ringing and I can't hear it. So I know it's still like in the building. Oh my gosh, guys. My watch gave a message and it said, we had to stop locating your phone because your watch battery is too low. And I'm just like, how in the heck did I do that? What are the circles in the corner by the scissors? Oh, those are just printed on the ironing board cover. Those are just prints. It's just a print. This is an Oliso ironing board cover, and that's just the print that comes on it. Oh. Oh, I understand, Judy. She says if she's ever making the quilt again, she's going to make bigger triangles. Oh, I am with you on that. With you on that. I think oh, no. Okay, so this is my seam ripper. It's from Fiskars. The blade is a curved blade. So it's kind of like it does have an X-Acto knife option and a buttonhole cutter type option. So seam ripper, I've got snips. So all three of these are from Fiskars. These are spring loaded, and so are these. So yeah. Lana says, I'll be back. You've been, oh dear goodness. We're starting with the I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay. All right, let's see. Bag body construction. All right, let me put my scraps off to the side so I'm not accidentally messing with them. All right, bag body. Place the two sewn fabric right sides together. There's no... Oh, hang on. For outside of bag, so 1C to each long side of A. And press seams inward towards A. Okay. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. How am I supposed to figure this out, guys? All right, so I'm going to put this over here so you guys can look and see the pattern. And you know what? I will zoom in so you guys can really see it. Let's go over to my controls and let's see. There we go. All right. So that is the bag that we're making, and we're actually making it in that color arrangement. Cynthia says she's been told to get spring-loaded scissors. So when you have spring-loaded scissors, the only motion you're doing is this. Okay? If I let my thumb off, it pops back open. Okay? No, they did not hit my feet or anything else important. So you have a squeezing motion, but with traditional scissors, after you squeeze, you then have to pull up. Like you have to retract the scissors to open them back up. So spring-loaded scissors allow you to close, and that's the only motion that your body has to put into it. So all of my scissors are spring-loaded, or all of my main scissors. The main reason I don't have pinking shears in spring-loaded is I haven't been able to find some that I can afford. But they do make them in pinking shears as well. So yeah, if you've been told to get spring-loaded scissors to help your hands, trust me, they are worth it. They're absolutely worth it. Okay, so we're supposed to sew. So we're sewing this this fabric piece to these fabric pieces, and we've got 2 of these and we got 1 of these. So that's going to be our first step. That's going to be step 1. You're welcome, Cynthia. And oh, okay, Kathy says she had to shut down, but she hears me now. Yay! Can you hear me now? Yes, I am that cheesy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for being that cheesy, but I am that cheesy. I absolutely am that cheesy. All right, so for the center, for the fabric of the bag, what we're doing is we're taking this piece and sewing this piece onto it. And then we're going to take the other piece of this and sew it on the other side, the other long, long side. Kathy says, now it is you and not me. I occasionally get quiet. Now the fun part is it tells you to backstitch, and that is the one thing I'm not used to doing. So remembering to backstitch is going to be the challenge. Joey T says, I like those scissors. I love them. I've actually got, I've got 3 pair that are still fabric scissors of these. Judy says she's really going to like her back. Oh my gosh. Well, the giveaway is in April. So you guys have just over a month to hang out to get there. So this will be the same week as the quilt giveaway. That's when this is going to be. I'm going to be giving it away, April 8th. So anything else that I make or do or grab or whatever is also going to be given away April 8th. So we're saving it up for April 8th, guys. So that's why the super chats are a big deal. Joyce has already done her super chat for today. You don't have to do one every day, I promise. But every super chat does enter you for the extra giveaways. So you basically have an extra ticket. So you don't have to do it. You do have to be present if you do not do a super chat. Super chat allows you to not have to be present to win. Does anyone know if pinking shears can be sharpened? Yes and no. In order to sharpen pinking shears, what the sharpener has to do is they have to sharpen every single blade section of it, and they can only be sharpened so far because as soon as it's sharpened to a certain extent, then they no longer cut. So they can be sharpened, but you have to have a very skilled sharpener person to do it, and they can only sharpen it so much. When they hit that limit, super chat. So when you look down at the bottom where you like are putting your chat in, there's a little emoji, like smiley face and like the wave and like all of those things. There's also one that has a dollar bill looking thing. Has a little money symbol on it. Super chats and super stickers. Their monetary donations or their monetary amounts. I do not put a requirement for what amount it has to be, so don't ever think that there's that kind of thing. But it basically is putting a little bit of money towards purchasing craft supplies for me, and it's giving you that ticket. So it is a monetary thing, but there's no requirement to do it. It's just if you want to not have to be present to win, or if you want an extra ticket, things like that. I always put super chats towards extra giveaway tickets. So even if we're doing super chat for whatever other reason, a super chat always puts you in for an extra giveaway ticket. And each one counts. So, like, let's say you give, or you do one super chat and that's all you do, then one super chat, you get one ticket for that. If you do 5 across like 10 different lives or something, or 20 different lives, you get 5 tickets. Okay. So, like, I don't require anybody to do it, but every little bit helps support my channel, and you guys do get a reward out of it because you get, the extra bonus, like, of not having to be present to win. Because if I do a super chat drawing, I will come find you one way or the other. If you win something if you won something because you had a super chat, you're going to win something. Like, I'm not going to not give you your present. Your is it a present? I'm not going to not give you your praise because you weren't present. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I can't English. Yes, Sherry, it could potentially cost a lot depending on who you're using for sharpening and what their rates are. Some sharpeners will not even attempt to do it because of the headache involved. By the time that you need to sharpen your pinking shears, it's usually a better call to just replace them. I personally don't use pinking shears all that often either. Okay. Oh, Kathy, you're so funny. She says after today I can't even pay Latin. She's worn out. I believe you. I believe you. Judy says that she has a knife sharpener guy who said he can do it, but it can only be done 2 times. Make sure they're really dull before you bring them in. He charged me $30, and that was about 5 years ago. Yeah. Like, that's, like, I mean, no joke. That's about what I was expecting to, that would be about what I expect to pay to sharpen pinking shears. I mean, because they are a mess. They are a mess to sharpen. I do want some pinking shears that I can use. I have a pair of pinking shears, but I can't physically use them. Somebody else would have to use them for me. Um, I can't use them because I physically can't open my hand. Welcome in, Katie. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. um, so yeah, you can they can be sharpened. It's just it depends on whether or not you think it's worth it. I mean, if you hit a pin or something, you might have already damaged them deeply enough that it might not even be worth it. Katie says, busy day of sewing with friends, and then we went for dinner. Oh my gosh. I would be exhausted. Oh, Katie, I am going to probably be down there on Monday. Kathy says, sounds like a fun day. Agreed. Katie says, oh, it's been ages, right? I'm thinking I will be there Monday. I'm still finalizing everything. But if I am down there, it'll be early morning, like right as Joann's is opening up. Because I will go to at least one Joann's while I'm down there. There's another place I've got to go while I'm in the Denver area. Yes, they do, Joan. You're right. They have pinking rotary blades. You cannot put a pinking rotary blade in a Martelli, so that is one thing. Some Olfas will not accept it either. I do have a Fiskars rotary cutter that I put a pinking blade in. It's not as clean of a cut, in my opinion, as regular as a regular pinking shear, but Kathy says she had her 14-month-old grandson and he did not voluntarily nap. He passed out eating lunch and then napped about 12:30. I was not a napper either. I was not a person who napped. I have scrap, guys. Yes, I'm proud I have scraps. Oh, gotcha. Katie says she won't be home until 3 on Monday. Her husband has an appointment in the morning. I understand that. That was the one, I think it's like the only day that I'm going to be able to go, though. That's kind of my problem. Kathy says when I got on here was when I woke up from my nap. I don't blame you, Kathy. I don't blame you one bit. Okay. Oh, let me trim this other end. I trimmed one end, but I didn't trim the other one. Let me trim the other one. Now this fabric for this kit, for this June Taylor kit that I bought at Walmart, is from Connecting Threads. So the fabric is Connecting Threads. Katie says she was not a napper, but now it's a faith. I can't always nap. And as my meds have started to get out of my system, it's becoming even harder for me to nap. So I won't be able to nap during the day, but I will also have lots of insomnia. So I may be doing pop-ups at night. I don't know. Okay. We are pressing the seams inward towards fabric A. Okay. So the seam is going. Oh, so this is fabric A. I'm pressing in towards fabric A. Chloe says that she loves Connecting Threads. I don't know that I bought much from them, but the thread I'm using is Essentials from Connecting Threads. I don't think I've bought any fabric from them intentionally. I mean, I'm not complaining about my fabric, guys. Schedules are tricky. She stopped by the local Joann's today and picked up a roll of Invisigrip. Yes. That's a good product to pick up while you can still get it locally. And I'm kind of going for that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going for fabric that I know of right now. But, you know, if I find something, then I find something. Um, I won't have, you know, access to a Joanne. I don't have access to Joanne's Close anyway. But I won't have access to anything but Hobby Lobby and the couple of quilt shops here. Um, the one that I did the heart quilt for, the full happy heart quilt, and um, there's another one in town that they carry the Travis Glasgow fabrics, Northcott fabrics, I think. Is it? Was it North? Is it Northcott? Somebody might have to remind me. We talked about it at retreat. Um, the artist from Casper, that his art is on fabric prints. It's, and it's really gorgeous fabric. Oh. Now, the Legos all over the living room floor, Kathy, that's where I draw the line. Because I would accidentally step on them. Judy says she went and tried to get SF 101 and SF 91, but it was sold out. I bet it was. I mean, I'm not going to hold my hopes that, you know, I'm going to find, you know, what I want. But I've got to put a budget together before I go. So that's why I can't go before Monday. I have to wait until Monday because I need my budget in place. No, it's not a V. It is a. I think it's I think his last name is Glasgow. Um, let's see. Oh, 75 pages of instructions. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay, for the inside of the bag, I'm sewing the red is in the center, and then the white fabrics are on the outside. And I may have to stop after this because I'm starting to get a migraine. The extra lights that I have to have on for the lives, I'm starting to feel it. So we're going to try to get this part done, and then I may have to stop for a little bit. I did take medicine earlier, but I'm trying to remember when I took it. And I think it was lunchtime. So our wind is pretty high today, and that can sometimes trigger migraines. So I'm dealing with it the best way that I can. The batting by the rules was gone too. I bet it was. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't know what I will actually find. I have no idea what I will find. But we're gonna hope that I, you know, find something that is part of whatever I might need. I will, Chloe. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's that I'll have to basically. I just need to take more meds. And I normally don't have. The light. That's this light. I normally don't have that on, so that's hurting some too. Let me go ahead and turn it off real quick. Okay, that light is now off. So at least that will help tone down some of it. Yeah, I do deal with those, Cynthia, the migraines. There's when I talked to my neurologist before, he said that there's three types of migraines. One is hormone based, one is tension based, and then one is idiosyncrasy based or whatever, where they don't know why. So there's a couple that I can get help with, but then there's one that I can't. I do have a little bit of my medicine left over. Since I lost my insurance. So I have a little bit left over. So if I can't kick it before tonight, I can take one. I can take a pill. I can take some of my medication tonight, and that will help knock it out the rest of the way. I did do that intentionally. I did, leave myself some medication, trying to help prolong how long I can handle this. Oh, crystal prism. I want to say that that's one that I've done before. I want to say that the crystal prism quilt is one I've done before. And if it is, it's actually in my quilt curio right outside the door. It was all pre-cut. It was all laser cut. But there were definitely a lot of instructions with it. Definitely a lot of instructions. Alright, let's see. This is the other piece. Kathy says she has silent migraines. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of migraines. I do have oral migraine, or aura, ocular migraines. I do have ocular migraines. I have a lot. Like I do get tension migraines. I do get aura migraine or ocular migraines. I've had complex. The colors Lana were batiks, and then the background was black. Yeah. Because it looks like you've got like a kaleidoscope in your eye wherever you're looking with the ocular migraine. Yeah. Those don't hurt, but they're just annoying. This one is more of a tension one, but I've been dealing with heavy winds all day. Like I've been inside most of the day, but the wind blowing puts a lot of pressure on the building, and I can feel that. So that's probably what this one is. Like I'm feeling it behind my eyes, and usually those are tension migraines. So the meds will help with it. They won't completely knock it out, but they'll do good. They'll do some of it. Let's see. Yeah, mine can. Kathy, she said hers come with nausea. Yeah. And she doesn't have them as often. She keeps up the chiropractic care. If I keep up with my meds, I rarely have one that Tylenol can't touch. This might be one that Tylenol can't touch, but I do have nausea with it. But I do, we keep Sprite and saltines on hand, so that helps me. But yeah, I think this is it for tonight. Yeah, multi-day migraines are not cool either. All right. Breast seams outward towards fabric A. Laura says that she has chronic migraine syndrome and takes 3 different medications to keep them back. Yeah. I got lucky that they found me a medication that works. I just can't afford it. All right, now this one, I'm pressing out towards this fabric. So this seam is going to press out that direction. So that's what I'm doing out here on this other side. And then I'll flip it around and do this side as well. So I've had them for years. My first complex migraine landed me in the ER. I completely passed out with it. Oh dang, Kathy. She says she never had migraines until she had bone spurs in her neck. Yeah. Joan says none of her migraine meds work anymore. I don't need to know that. That's not fair. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I feel for you. I feel for you. Like I should be able to get this one under control. It hurts, but it's not overwhelming yet. But if I stay on too much longer, it will be. So we're gonna press this and press the other side, and that will be it. So that I can go take meds and I might have to put my TENS unit on. That might help too. My TENS unit might help. TENS unit tends to do a lot for me, so we'll see if pulling the pain out of my back will help with my migraine, which it should. It should. I agree, Joe. She says Joan and gives a face for the migraine meds not working anymore. Ugh. Let's see. Lana says that she has 2 migraine meds that don't have much effect. Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes there's not a good way to knock it out aside from just killing the pain for a little bit. Oh. Meds work differently in everybody too. It's crazy. I just wish this med wasn't so stinking expensive. Hi, Andy. She says hi all. We're actually about to end. I'm so sorry. Um I we were working on this bag, but I'm gonna have to call it quits for the night. So the outside of the bag is this color, and the blue is the sides. And then the inside of the bag is this red, and these are part of the sides for the inside of the bag. No, because I no to Chloe. So I'm on one type of government insurance, but it is a cost sharing insurance, but they don't really cost share that much. So I'm going to have to call them and see whether or not they can do something for me. I hope it's going to be a pretty bag. I'm gonna have to see if they can do something for me because I need to be able to go to my doctor's. I needed to have the surgery on my wrist. Like, there's so much that I did need to do. But I have no insurance to go see my doctor now. Sherry, that's a problem because she says maybe your doctor might give you samples. I don't have the insurance to go. Let's see. Yeah, I understand that, Laura. She's listing the options that are working for her. Um, the um, the um, the one that I take, there's not a generic for, and but I may message them and see if they can give me something to get me by. But I have like 8 pills, maybe, or 7, something like that left. So I have enough to like hobble me through. Um, and just if I only take it when it's the worst. So yeah, that may be what I do today. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys. They might, but I'm gonna try. I don't know. We'll see if we can see what happens. So thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I'll figure out something to do with this. It is a hot mess, but I will figure out something to do with it to kind of put it together into some kind of, lap quilt or something like that. And then you guys will probably see me working on this yellow, black, and orange mess sometime soon too. Once I figure out what I might try to do with it. So we're going to see. Thank you, Kathy. She says, click that thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I will see you guys Thursday night. Kathy from My Hobby Home will be here with me, and we'll be hanging out working on yet another block on Land That I Love. So I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, or on on Thursday night. Can't wait to see you then. And I will also probably work on this bag too. So, but we will be picking up 365 quilt on Sunday. So the link is in the description box, so you guys can click that and go sign up if you want to participate. It is free. So go watch or go click the link. Go sign up for the 365 quilt. If you want to get the blocks and be able to sew along with. And I'll see where we're at. We'll start on Sunday and see where we go from there. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great night. If you haven't petted some fabric today, go pet and love on some fabric.